right now? What you got
About our team?
Yeah.
I like the camaraderie we've had the last couple of games. Most of the time, people are responsible for their actions. Coach holds us accountable, and our team does a good job of holding each other accountable. Because coach isn't there all the time, but we compete. Besides the Utah game, we've competed the last couple of games, and that's a real plus. So that's probably the thing I like about the team the most.
Can you talk about this week? This is a big week. You got Mississippi State on Wednesday, and then Xavier, a huge non-conference game on Saturday.
Right. Yeah, it is a big week, but we're taking it one game at a time. We're just worried about Mississippi State. They're 3-0 in conference. They beat us twice last year. A very bad loss home last year. And this game is for the lead in the West. So we're just worried about Mississippi State. They're gonna come in. They're gonna run the ball, try to run it. They have a small lineup, so we trying to do the best we can to get ready for them.
Talk a little bit about the four guard look they have, contrast to what usually happens that physical team usually have it going four guards.
Yeah, it is a physical team usually. Probably because they had one of the biggest guards in the biggest guard in the conference last year, and a very big post player in Charles Rose last year, Jamont Gordon and Charles Rose, and but their coach has done a great job of finding their niche, which is athleticism, speed, and they're shooting the ball well, and they use what they have to their advantage. So they're gonna try to spread you out, and Varner does a great job of doing what he needs to do offensively in the post, keeping guys honest. So it's gonna be a good test for us, for Taz and the other four men to guard out on the perimeter, and as well as us, the perimeter, to guard down the perimeter.
For both you guys, I'm sorry, just a follow-up.
Rapid fire.
Their coach was talking today about how the training has been more of a skill game in the SEC. Have you guys noticed that, or in the SEC or college basketball in general?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like that the SEC is more physical, because we went to Alabama, it was real physical down low and for the guards also. So I feel like the SEC is one of the most physical leagues, and it's been very physical like for the last few years, and it's like that this year too.
I agree with Terry. The SEC has always been physical. You don't see a lot of teams going with four guards. So I mean, I don't think it's a trend. I think they've just found it, and it's worked for them lately. So we're gonna have to, try to keep it to where we are. Taz was a 3-man, but he's been scoring inside for us. So I think the skill level is probably the same that it has been.
Just knowing how tough the start of league play was the past 2 seasons, is it kind of like a breath of fresh air? There you go. Exactly. It's got better than we do. Just to start off well and have a chance to go 3-1 at this point.
Yeah, I actually thought about that while we were listening today. Have a chance to go 3-1 and take the lead in the West. Ironically, like Coach said, they beat us twice, and we're gonna play them to try to share the lead, or actually have the lead in the West. So it's real good to start off well, but it's not how you start off; it's how you finish. Even though we're taking one game at a time, it's another game to get us where we need to be, and it's a big game for us. We just got to come out focused and ready to play.
Yeah, we should talk about improved shooting, especially from three-point range. Right now, it's your highest. How much work did you put into yourself?
Well, last year, my wrist was broken or whatever the whole season since Maui, so that probably had a little bit to do with it. And the year before that, I put up a lot of shots. My percentage went down when league play came around, but just working, putting up shots, after practice and in the summer after I got my wrist better, actually to get the range of motion back in. So as coach has a lot of confidence in me, and me playing the wing takes a little less pressure off me, bringing it up or stuff like that. So I think that has a little bit to do with it too.
You're finding that outside shot it's easy to find.
Yeah, it's easy to find. Coming off screens, it's more in the offense, and coach has confidence in me, and the team has confidence in me to knock it down.
Do you feel confident that you maybe didn't have
I mean, there were times where other coaches said don't shoot it, so I guess that helped a little bit.
Coach talked about keeping home games and away games the same mentality. Do you guys feel more confident at home, or is it the same?
What's the first part of that question?
Basically, treating away games the same as a home game, not feeling that you're more confident when you're playing at home. Obviously, a 16-game winning streak at home. Do you guys treat it the same, or do you feel more confident when you're here at PMAC?
I feel like, of course, we feel a little bit more comfortable at home, but away games, we also got to try to make it happen in a way, because you got to win the league or to win in the SEC, you got to be comfortable on both ends. But I think it was a little bit more comfortable. We're a little bit more comfortable at home, but
like Terry said, it's natural to be more comfortable at home. Me personally, I actually get up for away games, especially if it's a hostile game. Your adrenaline is pumping a little bit more. But we're gonna start having fans at home games. But away games, the fans are there. They're on you already. So you have a kind of a chip on your shoulder when you play away games. But home, it's always you have that comfort zone, and hopefully the fans come out and support us tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah, what have you discovered? Not what have you know, but what have you discovered since all these games playing? What is that thing you know about?
To be honest with you, nothing. Because I've played everywhere my whole 4 years here. So, I mean, the 3 and the 2 is kind of interchangeable, to be honest with you. It's just a wing spot, really. So it's really, one thing maybe with Coach Johnson is that I've rebounded a little more. I crashed the offensive boards a little more. He has a set of who he wants to go rebound, and find alleys to rebound a little more. But other than that, it's just like the same.
Both of you guys follow up on what I asked about earlier. You probably with Coach Johnson, skill on offense is more valuable in the offensive right now, and it's sort of things so free, catch, shoot, that kind of stuff, as opposed to athleticism.
I feel like it's kind of the same as the offense last year. Not as the same as plays, but as far as what are you able to do in more like 1-2 dribble. It's not more of creating unless just for the point guard, but I feel like it's almost like the exact same type of offense as Coach Brady, just as far as what is our limits and what can we do. But I feel like both of them are good offense.
I agree exactly what Terry said. Where you have ball screen, back screens to down screen, open jump shots, maybe 1 or 2 dribble left to pull up. But it's not like we're like a Memphis or Mississippi State playing this year as guards just create and kick out. We're not having that kind of offense. So basically the plays are basically the same thing. The only guy that really creates is the point guard.
Unless there's like a mismatch on the 4 and the 5, and sometimes he'll isolate that and let Taz and Chris Johnson do their thing like isolated.
So you bring it up there, Mississippi State basically doing that overdrive motion stuff now with their 4 guards, but a lot of what you're seeing.
They do that, but they do have a little bit of couple of their old plays in there. They did that last year, the weave, the 3-man, 4-man weave. But they still have a couple of diagonal screens, for the big and stuff like that. So it's going to be a tough guard.
You guys talk about Quentin, what he brings to the team, especially off the bench.
He comes in, he's physical. He's not as big in person as he looks on TV, but he's real physical, strong, and he knows his role. I think Quentin Thornton knows his role better than anybody else on his team. Come in, play great defense, and get open layup, score the ball if he has open shot, screen, and just run the plays, and he does a great job of that, man. He's a big asset to the team.